Hello everybody, it's Alyssa, and welcome to another little vlog talking session. And today I'm going to talk about college. And college is a really scary thing to generally talk about because obviously you gotta do all that college searching. You have to start learning how to apply to college, start writing your college essay. There's a whole bunch of numerous crazy examples of stuff that you have to do when you are a junior like myself. With someone who's turning 17 in a couple of days, it's kind of scary to think about how I am going to be in college basically by next year. And that's so scary because I have to leave everything I've ever known. And generally speaking, that's really terrifying. And for many people, I bet it's terrifying for them too. So that's why I'm saying I'm not alone in this fear, but it's a really common fear with high schoolers to really understand that they have to leave everything. Some people may be excited though, but personally, I'm a bit nervous, and it's all good though. I think eventually I'm going to hopefully learn how to settle my nerves, because I'm not the best also at doing that either. But anyway, I have been trying to look at a bunch of colleges nearby. I was thinking about maybe going somewhere local or as far away as Italy or as far away from me as Washington State. And that's really far away from everything. It's a whole different lifestyle, whole different new people in general. My parents, I don't know if they're gonna come with me or if they're gonna go to Hawaii. It all kind of just depends on where the puzzle pieces fit in it all. So if I go to Italy, they would be coming to Italy, and if I go to Washington, then they would be going to Hawaii. But if I stay locally, then all I'm just gonna be doing is, I don't really know, just trying to also figure it all out. I'll be really honest, I didn't really have any motives or any notes when it comes to making videos, or making this video to be specific. It's kind of just me rambling on about my fears and I'm scared and everything, but that's kind of why I do stuff to help settle those fears. And maybe this could turn to like a coping mechanism kind of situation, but for coping skills, it's turning, oh my gosh, I feel like a health teacher. Oh! For coping skills, what I like to do is I like to write music, I like to draw, I like to do art. I need to get back into video games. I haven't been that video game technical lately. I also like to work out. I like to do pretty much literally whatever. I like to hang out with friends. Anything I want, I pretty much just do in the moment. I also like to cook some stuff. I also like to eat food. Pretty much anything I do to make me feel more relaxed. And as a person who normally doesn't feel relaxed, who feels like scrambled all the time, and most of the time I also feel like I'm all over the place, it's really good to have nice coping techniques and good coping mechanisms. And I'm a firm believer of trying to at least figure out a way for you to develop them, or you just trying to piece all the pieces together to try to develop it yourself. But I think that it's really helpful, and it's something that you should learn early on in life. It took me a while. I also still sometimes don't have the best coping mechanisms. Sometimes I listen to sad music, which I don't think that's a good example of a coping mechanism. Of course you try to want to listen to happy music, but sometimes it also feels nice to listen to sad music because you're like, oh, they know what I'm going through. They are the ones who relate to me. And I think that's also something really good too. I'm also trying to figure out where to look. Like, there's the camera I'm looking at, and there's myself. But apparently also a lot of YouTubers do that too, so hey, it's all good. What else could I say about college? All I'm just really gonna say is I get actually really emotional. Most people don't know this about me. I mean, they know I'm emotional, but they don't know that I get emotional about college. Oh, it's so scary thinking about like my future and like what it holds. The other day, this is a really funny story. The other day, I was looking at the end of the year schedule for my math class, and with the end of the year schedule right here, it was really crazy. I saw that we only had like about 2 months left of school, like only a couple Mondays, I think like 7 Mondays, and it really hit me, and I was like, wow, that's crazy, because I feel like this year kind of just already started. So with like this new information packed in me, I'm like, oh gosh, I only have a couple more moments I could hang out with my friends during the school day, see them every day, and everything before next year, which is my final year. So I got so emotional, so emotionally inspired by that in a way that I decided to write my whole college essay yesterday, and it took an hour, and it turned out, I would say, relatively good for my first draft. There's some stuff I need to fix, some kinks in the system, but I think that it's a pretty good draft. For college essays, I don't know how much advice I would give, except I would only say one thing. I would say to try to incorporate as much as you can about yourself and about your past experiences, and try to tie them all together in like a lesson you've learned, because that's what I did in it. And I didn't get checked or anything by anyone like a professional, but my friend also gave me some friendly suggestions. So doing peer review is something also that I think is relatively extremely helpful when it comes to talking about your colleges and your college essays. And my college essay, I would say, is about 550 words or something around there last time I checked. And college essays are typically from 250 to 600 words, and I just learned that from a meeting that I had to go to on Sunday. It was a meeting for like how to write your college essay. It was hosted by my local library. But I bet there's also a lot of other people you could also reach out to when it comes to writing your college essay. And to save you some stress, I feel like it would be really good for you to work on it early on. Like apparently a lot of the honors curriculum classes in my school have already started working on it. I'm in AP and we're still studying for AP, so after APs, after we're done testing, doing all that jazz, we're going to start writing it. But I got really inspired, and especially when you're in a really like inspirational, emotional kind of state, I think it's a great way to get out your emotions. It's just by writing down, or writing poetry, writing songs, doing whatever you want. I think that is the best way to convey your feelings. It's so great to actually release all those feelings. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up this video by saying thank you for listening. Thank you so much for also checking out my channel. I haven't really done much in it, and that's just because I don't have any ideas right now. But once I get those ideas, once I get to summer, maybe I could start doing summer vlogs, and that would be really cool because I feel like I should really document this part of my life. So have a great day. I love you. Ah!